Good morning and happy Monday. How is everybody doing? It's so good to see y'all this morning. I'm glad you made it and I'm glad I made it. One more day above ground and I'm glad about it. I'm so happy to see everybody here. Those of you who already hit the like button, I thank you. And if you ain't hit it yet, it ain't too late. Reach on over there and tap that bad boy. Anybody that's new or returning, if you're not subscribed, please go ahead on and subscribe. And also, if you want to join membership, there's a link in the description box, a join button, and a membership tab on the main page for this channel. Now, y'all know I got to speak to everybody. I wouldn't be me if I didn't greet absolutely everyone. Also, want to make you aware, if you don't know, we're also streaming on Twitch at the same doggone time. So if you got two browsers or two apps, if you can open them both, that'd be cool. I'd love to see you in both places. Let's have some fun this morning. Let's see who we got in here. Nacho Twins Mama, how you doing? Wani Willis, how are you? Hey, Queen Mermaid, how you doing? Queen, girl, you at work today or you off? It's good to see you. Angie, all the way from Miami, Florida. Let me guess, you at that plantation? That's all right, girl. 8 hours. We're going to do 8 and hit the gate. Who else we got? Who we got? Egypt now is here. Okay. Tina, the queen of cheesecakes, is in the building this morning. Good to see you. Alita, how you doing with your beautiful self? All right. And I completed your errand. Wink, wink. Okay. Miss Sparkle, how are you? Learning to love myself. Good to see you. Miss Reed, hey. Rochelle, how are you doing this morning? Good to see you. Deandra, hey, lady. There's my Christian key. How you doing? How you doing? Velma Cook, what's going on? All right. It's so good to see everybody here. What you say now? How you doing? Helene Easley over there in Las Vegas, Nevada. How you? Daphne Sylvester, good morning. Okay. Now we on to something. How y'all feeling this morning? Good to see everybody who is here. I hope y'all rested well. I hope we had some good weekends, some good Sunday nights, and hopefully we having some good Monday mornings. Fly Gray Streak, how you doing? High Vibe, hey boo. Happy to be happy. You made it in. All right. Megan, hey darling. S. Collins, good to see you. LaPriest, hey. All right. Tina, you over there in Twitch land. Thank you so much for representing for us over there. Delicia, how are you? Zoe, you made it. Evangelist, good morning to you. Fly Gray Streak, you over in Twitch land. All right now. Kim Bird, hey sis. D. Marie, hey. Megan over there again. She said that girl Meg. Hello again. I like that name, that girl Meg. Okay. African born 78. Happy belated birthday again. I'm glad one of them cash apps I sent got to you for your birthday. It was that was yesterday. We were celebrating African born 78 birthday. So y'all, please, if you missed last night, make sure that you send birthday greetings today. Glennis, good morning, girl. She says a marvelous Monday. Where's Candy? All what I word for the day. She late. Okay. Red Label, good morning to you. Listen, I couldn't hang late enough to go to your party, baby. I'm sorry. I had to get some rest. This migraine been hanging for days. But I hope you had a wonderful time. I trust that you did for your birthday. And I hope y'all told our brother good happy birthday. Matter of fact, I got your cash app. So I'm about to do what I do best. Y'all, let's tell Red Label happy birthday. Today is his birthday. And I missed this party on the stream, but we ain't missed the party over here. Hey, I love it. I love it. I love it. So we going to say happy birthday, honey, the way we like to say happy birthday. Oh, this is so much fun. And of course, you know, I have everybody's cash app. That's what makes me so much fun. Marva, you in Twitch land too? Okay. Yes. Y'all know I'm up to some nonsense. I wouldn't be me if I wasn't. Always. But at least I'm up to fun nonsense. Like I do fun stuff. You was too sauced up to do your live. Oh no, I thought you did it. That's all right. You gonna celebrate with the fam this morning. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna celebrate with the fam this morning. Cause you famo, and this how we do that thing. Yvette, hey girl, you got your membership. All right. Y'all tell Yvette welcome, even though I thought for sure Yvette was already royal family. Now that's what I thought. But maybe I had it wrong. Y'all know I'm getting old and I don't know what I thought I knew, which is why I always, and I do mean always, keep the notebooks nearby. Because if it's a way to mess up something, Nitra gonna mess it up. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Now if I got the Cash App wrong, let me know I got it wrong, Q. I don't think I do. I believe I got it right. I believe I got it right. No, wait. Hold on. No. I know I got it right. Hold on. I could have swore I got it right. Wait. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Y'all give me a second. You say 25 ain't old, girl. That 25 getting rough. 25 getting rough. Yvette, you just updating the payment? Okay. That makes sense. Because I was like, wait a minute. I knew she was a member. Hold on. My mind is bad and I don't want to put the wrong Cash App for no reason. I got it. I knew I had it, but I was like, let me just make sure I got it. And bang. All right. Talking about you feeling 52. No, you ain't feeling no 52. If I'm 25, you 21. Okay. Y'all got to keep y'all ages on board with mine. Because if you start saying you too old, that's going to age me. Okay. And we can't do that. Y'all see it at the top of the chat. Let's go ahead and pin something to our brother. Happy birthday. What you say, Helene? You put in over 30 job applications praying for a breakthrough. It's about that time. Y'all, hold on 1 second. All right, y'all. How about that was my mail lady again? CC Miller, I don't know if you made it in yet, but what you sent just arrived today. She's, by the way, it ain't no secret. She said more calling cards. So if y'all use those, it's cool. Use them. Use every last one of them, and we got more. Okay? But y'all make sure those birthday greetings go up and they go out. Marva talking about what's wrong with 52. Let me tell you something. Ain't nothing wrong with it. If you want to be 52, don't y'all make me 52. You be 52. I'm 25. Hey, AVL, good morning. We did. It was the one with the X. The TXDDYW, that one. Mm-hmm. All right, yes. Happy birthday. All right, Red Label, your sister say check your Cash App. We showing love up in here. I love it. You received it and from other people. Thank you so much for letting us know. Happy birthday again to you. And today we celebrating our little brother Q up in here. Okay? Yes, Queen Mermaid. That was the one from African Born 78 yesterday. So if you missed African Born 78 yesterday, go ahead and hit it. But today, attention is being paid to our little brother, Red Label. We're going to show him some love this morning. Okay? I'm so glad y'all made it in. And those of y'all who are over there on Twitch, thank you so much, because we got to make sure we keep us a presence over there. We're still trying to coordinate so we can have us a little music party since they don't be tripping off the copyright like that over there with the music. So that's gonna be fun. I want to try to do something maybe next week. I don't know. Because I think we may be able to pull it off. I think we may be able to pull it off. Not maybe. You know how we do. We do whatever we want to do and we don't miss. We don't miss at all. Yep. Mm-hmm. Anytime. Where is my iPad? So I can show love too. We want to all show love up in here. Yes, darling. But yeah, we got to have us a little bit of fun over there. But let's make sure we keep our presence over there. It means a whole lot. What else did I want to say to y'all? Oh, how many of y'all been watching Morning Invest like I told you? Remember the show with the little clear fella? It's two little clear fellas. And now he done started having his wife on there with her funny looking self. But anyway, he's real good about keeping certain things, that the mainstream media don't want to show you. He'll go ahead and put it out there. Hey, Nene and Marva, you say you switching back and forth. That's awesome. So anyway, he went this morning. I don't know if y'all watched him. If you started watching, good. If you haven't, hurry up and start watching. Because that fella be telling some, real good information. So he was talking about the so-called Facebook whistleblower and was talking about that situation where, she bringing out stuff. But he was making the point that, and I agree with him, I don't think that she was no whistleblower. I think that was all agenda so that they could have an excuse and enough sensationalism behind the call for censorship. They already censor everything we say, and now they're going to censor some more. You know what I mean? So it's getting real interesting. But yeah, y'all check them out. They had me glued. You made some fufu and soup and watching Game of Thrones. I know that's right. What kind of fufu you made? Oatmeal, cassava, use plantain flour. What did you do? And what kind of soup you got? You got some banga soup, some osala. What you eating over there? I want some. You all the way in Afghanistan, breaking it down. Check your Cash App Red Label. I shot you a little love too. Everybody's supposed to be sending some love. But yeah, I was really bugged out because I was thinking the same thing. Ain't no whistleblower. And you know what? It's crazy when you hear clear people tell it like it is. It blow you. It just blows your mind. Cassava, okay. Oh, I know that's so good. Dang, now I'm jealous. And I don't need to be eating all that. Fufu leads to big booties, and I already got a problem. But anyhow, back to what I was saying about the clear people in this show. So it's always real interesting when you hear clear people call out the agenda and how they'll use some blonde hair to sell you anything. Because they was sitting there and they was like, oh yeah, they went and found somebody with some blonde hair to come tell you that, oh, I was just talking to my preacher and my mama, and I just decided, oh, you made some pepper soup. Okay. Let me find out. You over there eating real good in Afghanistan, honey. But it was just interesting to hear their take on it. And to be honest, I absolutely agree with what they're saying. I think it was an agenda. Then they went to finding out that this lady got connections to different intelligence agencies and everything. Baby, this was nothing but agenda so they can give themselves an excuse to further censor the American people. So y'all be careful with your Facebook and stuff. Ain't no telling. After a while, they ain't gonna let you be able to say nothing. If you say anything, they coming to get you. Matter of fact, then y'all know I'm gonna be in trouble because I always say something that I ain't got no business, right? According to them. Now, what you say? Praise break. Just received the first voicemail from Sam's Club. Thank you for all your prayers. Girl, ain't it all right? Fufu and pepper soup sound delicious this morning, don't it? Oh my God. With every part, every animal part in it, you got all the meat in it. So you got to brag is what you're saying, African born. Now, we know it was your birthday yesterday, but you ain't got to brag because you got the soup with everything in it. You got to do your live real quick. Well, baby, do your live. And we'll be, whenever you finish, if we still here, come on back. because we got to have our good morning with the sisters. But happy birthday to you. We're sending you love and blessings. We pray that you have many more. We pray that you're blessed. We pray that everything that your hand touches will prosper. We pray that God will continue to bless the works of your hands, guide and direct your footsteps, and keep harmful people away from your path. Okay? Be blessed. We're so happy you stopped by this morning. That was awesome. So anyhow, y'all better be careful, like I say, with your social media. Y'all excuse me, Tam, it's open. Oh, wow. Listen, I thought I could pack some stuff. Our sister can pack some stuff. Where is my CC? That's what I need to know. Where is my CC Miller? She is absolutely the best. Anytime y'all see her, I want you to thank her, because when you got those calling cards that you got, I was going to order the next batch. She went ahead and ordered these ahead of me before I could even order them. So use them for your random acts of kindness. Be kind. Use them. Do things like you're supposed to. When we run out, we won't run out. We will not run out. Okay? So make sure you use them. You don't get on Facebook like that. Let me tell you, I used to be on Facebook a lot. Not for personal issues, but I would go on there and just post current events, post commentary, social commentary. See, here on YouTube, I don't do a lot of social commentary simply because of the crowd. Hey, Whiny, you ain't missed nothing, baby. And yeah, Christian, she got me good. She did it before I could do anything. She got me. I accept defeat. I've been beaten. She got me. But this is the thing. I don't do a lot of social commentary over here just because of the crowds that are here. The majority of the people here don't have the capacity to understand what we're talking about when we say certain things. So rather than get into topics, ideas, and concepts that I got to try to explain to people who don't have any type of how do I want to say, they don't have a point of reference. I just don't go into it. So I said all that to say, when I did used to go on Facebook a lot more, now I just go in and tell people happy birthday and get out. But when I used to go into Facebook, it was just to post current events and social commentary and talk about what was happening in the Black community and with Black people, and just giving information about our people and what's going on. Sometimes historical facts, not so much of that, because I think some people get caught up in history and not focus on what's going on right now, or even they get caught up in historical facts, but not in a way that they can apply it to their everyday life now. You know, you can't live in the past talking about what you invented or what your people invented 200 and 300 years back. What are you doing right now? It's always going to be my question. But I'm gonna leave that alone. But yeah, y'all be careful over there. Watch what you say, because they amping up their ability to censor you and control your speech. This place is something else. Why didn't say no? But he will be. He's sick, mama, baby. If though he can S20. What's wrong with the baby, Whiny? I must have missed the comment. What happened to the baby? He got a fever? This Monday here starting off kind of rough. It's starting off a little rough. Y'all let me know if we need to throw the prayer line up before Thursday, because I want to make sure everybody good now. Helene got her praise, got her praise break and her praise report. Whining, we praying for your breakthrough, because we need the babies to be okay. Mine are big, but I still get sick and panic if something happened to mine, so I can't imagine. You say he got a sore throat? Oh, okay. Well, you know what to do with the sore throat, Whiny. I ain't worried. I know you know what to do with that. Hey, happy to be happy. Queen Mermaid say, I'm here if we need to. Calendar is clear today. Okay. So if we need to make a move, you know, we'll make a move. We ready. But yeah, that was interesting. What else? It was something else I wanted to tell y'all about, and it slipped my mind. And I don't know where Kia at. Y'all know I was supposed to send Kia them recipes. So she went and looked up the hummingbird cake recipe. So she got that one. But I did send her that recipe on my butter roll. So I can't wait till she tries that and let me know what's going on. Happy to be happy. Say you having surgery on Thursday. Okay. All right, girl. We will definitely remember. Wanda, you say he 20. Yep, girl, you sound like me. I don't care how big they get. Those are mama's babies. Those are mama's babies. I don't care what happens. It's always somebody trying to tell us they're not our babies just because they, turn 20 or 25 or 27 or 29 or 30. Those are still mama's babies. It just does not matter. Thank you, Queen Mermaid. Listen, this is our head of hospitality. And help committee, hospitality and help committee. So you see, anytime you see her posting her info in the chat, please make sure, and that's at Gmail, please make sure that you contact her and make sure that she's aware of your info so I can get in touch with you, or if there's a special request where you need a prayer or conversation or anything, please reach out through that email that she's posting in the chat. Hey, Vita from Denver. How you doing, girl? Wicked 548. What's going on? Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right. That's right, Vita. Tell them. Hit them like buttons. Yeah, I saw that it blocked it. I think that I don't know. I think it's a setting on Twitch that will block things. I think it's a setting that blocks them. But I don't think it doesn't block everything, but it's definitely a setting that blocks them. So anyhow. First of all, how many of y'all was in here last night when we was talking about Potomac, child? Listen, I went back and I'm going to tell you, I watched parts of it again. I'm not going to say I watched everything again, but I watched parts of it again. And it was very entertaining. Cricket 22, what's going on? But I don't know how y'all do things, but I know for me, anytime I watch something a second time, I always see stuff I didn't see before. Fly Gray Streak, you watched it this morning. Wasn't it something? Wasn't it something? I'm telling you. Baby, listen. I think this reunion is going to be interesting, but I'm going to tell you what I think is going to get Bravo in trouble. What I think really is going to get Bravo in trouble. I'm not even going to go into the details of what's in the show so much because we talked about that last night. And like I said, I'm not in the habit of beating dead horses. But what's going to get Bravo in trouble is the fact that every claim of colorism has been played out this season. When I say every claim of colorism, every single claim has been laid out this season. We are watching it play out. Like you can clearly see there's the line of demarcation in the sand. There's a line of demarcation, and they better be careful because see, you got people like Candace out there she was trying to push the narrative before there was one. Well, I won't say before there was one. Before there was anything legitimately happening toward her that was overtly harmful. Now it's overt. Now they're not even hiding it. That's right. No matter how old you plan to this morning. But it was just so interesting because now I feel like there was a colorist agenda before. And the reason I say it was a colorist agenda before and nobody saw it was because, they didn't want to. And they weren't paying attention to the fact that people, those problematic people, Giselle and Robin and Ashley, they literally played the two dark girls against each other. And what's sad is Candace went to crying colorism after the fact, but she didn't realize you got your wig shifted because they wanted you two dark women to fight each other. They didn't want too many of y'all there. And it's starting to look like they wanted this to be a light-skinned show. And here come y'all brown-skinned people. Because when the show started, everybody was high yellow except for Sharice. And she didn't count because, I'm not being funny. I'm just being real. She didn't count. She didn't. They knew that lady wasn't going to stay on the show, number one. And number two, they didn't feel threatened by her because she wasn't traditionally what people call pretty. So that wasn't a threat. They didn't feel threatened by her. And her life was so pitiful. You know, they weren't threatened by her. Miss Barker say Nene said that when she left. Yeah, she flat out told it like it was, but you know, people, when they don't like you, they'll pretend not to understand what you said. We talking about RHOP, baby. Hey, BJ Daz, you on Twitch too? I love it. I love it. Thank you so much. But what I'm saying is, when they started this show, it was something different. It was weird because, you know, the only black franchise that had been there was RHOA, and they were all traditionally black looking women, right? So when Potomac started, it was like the high yellow crew, which wasn't no shock because, you know, when you start getting up into that area, especially in Virginia, you see a lot of people with those types of complexions. But I just found it interesting. It's a lot of pretty brown women up there too. And I remember thinking, wow, they sure went and got a whole lot of yellow folk for this show. Like, what they trying to say? And so it was because, you know, it was at that time that I said, okay, well, they got one brown lady, but it almost felt like a token brown lady, if that makes sense. And so then here come Monique. And so then you got two brown ladies. Then Sharice is gone. And then you got Candace. And so now you got two brown women and the yellow folk. Now, they might not like Miss Karen because Miss Karen act a little too black for them. And she married to that nice black man and got her little brown children. And Miss Karen don't really come off like she revel in that. But hey, Grandma Rocks. And so, anywho, what ended up happening was, because these were two fairly nice looking, darker complected ladies, and you got one that's definitely got the coin, and you got the other one, you might be able to call her childish, petulant, a brat, but she come from a sister with the coin. And not only do she come from a sister with the coin, Mama Brown too. So these women who literally felt inferior, like, let's really go down the line. You got Giselle. Oh, Red Label, you pop back through. All right, y'all. He's saying thank you so much to Sassy Girl. That's what's up. I ate Vita. I did. So what happened was, you got Giselle, who ain't got much, you know, the barn dweller, who was married to J Mall, and her life is a joke. It's a whole laughing stock. And people, you know, everybody know about you, Giselle. You done been on every block, every corner, you know, and every pew. And so you don't have much left. You just got your children. This man has completely humiliated you, and your yellow card didn't get you as far as you thought it would. You got Rob Hemp, or as y'all call it, or Rob Bass, who literally blew the man money. She looked like Jake from State Farm. The man don't want her. She's another one who's been humiliated and dejected. You got Ashley, who is Trailer Park Fresh. Hey, Chris Stephanie Stroud. Trailer Park Fresh. She had to go and marry the Crypt Keeper or the Necromancer to come up. So when you start looking at that, all three of them are really bottom dwellers. They some real gutter dwellers. So then they basically got to look at these brown skin or black women and feel inferior for various reasons. Various reasons. I like that, Queen Mermaid. That's sweet. So at that point, the best thing for them to do would be to divide and conquer. The last thing that these people wanted to see happen was for these two brown-skinned women who were clearly head and shoulders above them. I don't care how bad you want to clown Lil' Candace. Lil' Candace still in a better position than all of them, because at the end of the day, they mom ain't in a position to just do like that for them. They're not. That's why we got barn dwellers and people selling flea market hats, and Ashley over there having baby after baby while her forehead is stretching to the back of her scalp. And see, I think we see a lot of that when we find people that try to play the yellow card. See, colorism has got a flip side. And the flip side to colorism is some of those people who have been fetishized start to believe that they'll do things that they're not do. They start to believe that they're supposed to automatically be elevated because of them being fetishized and because of them being, quote unquote, the preference. And when it doesn't happen and your preference card only gets you to the back seat of a car and then into a barn with bad furniture, then they start to feel frustrated. Hey, Lady 747. So then you got the frustration, and who do they lash out against except the women that they feel like, I should be further ahead than you. I should have more than you. I have my yellow complexion. Look at my yellow card. And then that's where the frustration comes in. It's the same thing when you work a job with a clear woman and she see that you more educated than her and more qualified than her. They immediately become frustrated and threaten and start doing nasty things. See, in some of these situations, some of these quote unquote, and I do mean quote unquote, black women behave a lot like the clear women that they feel proximity to because of their little messy complexion. So they literally played divide and conquer because they did not want to have to be looking at an example of these two brown-skinned women who are in a better position than us. Now, Candace might be silly, but I think Candace knows she's in a better position than them, and I think it bothers them. So now she's next up on the menu. So see, colorism has already been in play, but that poor baby's so slow, she didn't even catch it. And then when she did try to catch it, she still didn't really grasp what was happening. She tried to make it a colorism issue because somebody told Wendy she was being aggressive, when last season Wendy really was being aggressive. You know what I mean? It's real interesting. And so now Bravo has gotten away with stuff so long. And this is kind of what happens when people get away with dirt for a while, they get careless. And I think that's what we're seeing right now. Bravo is getting careless. They've gotten away with crap for so long. The only people to blow the whistle or say something are people that they know are not necessarily likable. They're not sympathetic characters. Like, let's tell the truth. A lot of us like Nene. A lot of us love Nene because we can actually relate to her. But even though people love her and they like to, hear her jokes and reads and whatever, they still don't see her as a sympathetic character because she is a black woman and because traditionally we're seen as strong, tough, less vulnerable, less fragile. We don't make sympathetic victims. People want us, it's like your natural strength as a black woman is an affront to people. It offends people. Or they feel like you can't say that you've been hurt or harmed. You don't get to be a victim. You just don't. Just like a lot of times our young black girls don't even get to be children. They're not even seen as children. Hey, Candy, I was waiting on it. She said, happy Masterful Monday. I know that's right. What you say, not your twins, mama? Yeah, they done got sloppy. And that's what they're going to get. They're going to get caught. They're going to get caught. And I think a lot of people are starting to catch on to these shenanigans. Like this mess that Ashley pulling is making me very uncomfortable. It's making me uncomfortable. It's almost giving me Missy Ann feelings. Don't you look me in the eye, I'm going to tell Master that you look me in the eye. Like, girl, listen, you are not a white woman. I don't care how Caucasian you present. I don't care how many Anglo-Saxon features you have. Okay? Them people still don't see you as them. But that's definitely what I'm getting from her with DJ Nasty G. Because the more when I watched that back, it was literally just the way black folks talk to each other, just playful stuff. It was nothing. Like, child, y'all look at her over there sleeping good. We do stuff like that. It was just normal black folks banter. And the way she responded was almost like I'm a clear woman. Don't you look in my direction. You can look at it. Don't you look at me. I'm clear. And I'm starting to wonder, does she think that her husband's whiteness extends to her? Does she think the blanket of clear protection extends to her because she in the bed with that liver spot covered creature? I'm confused in a way as to why she is trying to suspend this thing. But the whole, I'm afraid of the aggressive, angry, over hypersexual black male routine, girl, bye. Because that man didn't extend none of that energy to you. He didn't even joke with you like that. But the more I watch it, I'm getting Emmett Till vibes. I'm just saying. If I'm wrong, y'all tell me I'm wrong. Girl up there acting like she's a Karen and not Karen Hugo. Yeah, she giving Miss Millie. Those boys tried to touch me. That's exactly how I felt. Hey, Picking the Brain 3, Miss Panama City. Good to see you. I'm telling you, I didn't like it. What you say, Wanda, and her clear daddy didn't want her. But I think she desperately wants to be seen as clear. She's one of those tragic biracial children. She's tragic. And we can't even necessarily say biracial because her mother appears to be somewhat have some sort of admixture. I don't know what it is. I never looked into it. Didn't care that much. What you say? He a few skin flakes fell on her from the itchy man, and she thinks she got privilege. Right. Yeah, that's exactly what she gave me, Grandma Rocks. It gave me, I'm going to blow a dog whistle, and I want everybody to come and attack this Negro because he dared to speak to me. Oh no, don't speak to me. Like, girl, who are you? Hey, Maybelline. You getting the same vibe? Yeah. Like when I watched it back and just looked at her behavior and how she's puffing up and shaking her head, like, I'm gonna get you told. S. Collins, you saw it? Out of nothing. The man literally said nothing. So when the man literally says nothing offensive, like playful, pleasant, benign as hell. And let me just say, I would have preferred that had been his behavior the entire trip. Because the thrusting, humping, stroking, tongue licking, that creeped and freaked me out. Hence his new name, DJ Nasty G. But he was literally grandpa approved with, his playfulness, his playful banter, and pleasant and jolly and jovial behavior on that Sprinter. It was not that serious. You got to head to the plantation. All right, Marvelous Monday. Hey, Zoe. She said, what I got a problem with, Gizzard Neck is materialistic, bragging about her $40,000 chandelier and not have free emotional support for her daughter. She unfit. Yeah. My thing is, I don't understand the materialism without materials. Like, you don't have very much and you so materialistic. Candace said, I'm not feeling Ashley on this at all. She's a mess, not okay. But I feel like not just a mess. I feel like this heifer is problematic and she's dangerous. And the fact that you're showing this type of behavior, baby, I'm seeing some anti-Black sentiment. I'm seeing some stuff I don't like. And that's pricking that other side of me that does that social commentary. Now, when I'm talking about shows, I can tell jokes and clown and keep everybody laughing all day, all night, and into the next day. When we start getting into issues where you're blowing dog whistles against Black people when they're not doing anything to you, I'm seeing something in you I don't like in real life, and it's not just your forehead. Yeah, her husband is creepy and nasty. Yeah, that hairline is a tragedy. Yeah, that's his name, girl. DJ Nasty G. Cricket said he was looking at her like she was crazy and thinking, what the heck is going on? Yeah, because there wasn't nothing going on. She was trying to make something be there. And I'm going to show that he's after me. He's harassing me. Girl, just because a Black man speak to you don't mean they harassing you. You up there laying up with this half-dead clear man. I think she got daddy issues. I think it's affecting her mentally that clear man who was her sperm donor don't want nothing to do with her or her mammy. Cricket say he was looking. I got Cricket comment. Let me see what you say. He LEL. So I did notice the immediate shift in Gordon's behavior when they hit back home. It honestly scares me even more. Not the on and off switch. I don't know about that. I don't know nothing about that. I'm talking about Ashley, trifling, anti-Black, colorist, dog whistle blowing tail. That's who I'm talking about right now. I think that, and this is why I got a problem with people with the cancel this person, cancel that person, because it goes back to trendy crap. And y'all know I don't like trends because it helps people who don't think very well. You know, thinkers don't need people to tell them who to cancel. If there should have been an outcry to cancel anybody, it should have been an outcry to cancel a tramp like this. And I do mean tramp. Y'all remember how she came on the show? Buck wild, nasty, hunching round, disgusting, barfly, trailer park dweller. That's what she gave us when she first got on the show. Like he found the first little low-class mixed girl that was willing to do threesomes, orgies. Ain't no telling what all she's had to do to maintain her spot in this man's bed. And why the hell she wanted to be there in the first place, I don't know. I want to know, how poor do you have to be before that looks like a good option? Okay, and y'all and people want to tell me poverty is not a curse. Poverty is a curse. If poverty will make you sleep with a man that look like Michael Darby, you can't convince me poverty ain't no curse. You can't. You cannot convince me that poverty is not a curse. Think about it. If she had grew up in a normal home and had all of her normal needs met, and her mother was not an addict that lived under a bridge like a troll, do you really think that this girl would have let something look like that touch her? Come on now. She might not be the cutest thing, but she look better. She looks good enough to where she wouldn't have to put up with that. Well, you know, her hairline is something like George Washington. Just pull a quarter out your pocketbook and look at it. Like she wanted him to lay down his jacket so she could walk over. Oh, yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, like she was a swinger, and that's putting it nicely. Thank you. I need for Pennywise and Tales from the Crypt to stop thinking they're better than everybody. Right. The fact that Michael keep worrying about what Candace had to say, what you want to argue with her, you want to fight with her, is your issue that Captain White Supremacy, that you thought like, oh, I want to put this Negro in her place. Is that what your issue is? Because real men don't argue with women. Who does that? That's just tacky. S. Collins says, looks like Michael gonna embarrass her next week too. His behavior has always been horrible. But you know, it doesn't matter if his behavior is horrible because he got the complexion of protection. See, bravo, your slip is showing. We see you, baby. If anybody need to be canceled, it would be Ashley and that thing she married to. Child, Tina over here clowning. Pennywise and Tales from the Clip. You say, is she giving you the George Jefferson hairline? But now, this the real question. Do you think she can do that walk like George Jefferson? You know how he used to walk and swing his arms behind him? He had a diddy bop. And y'all know about the arms. Tupac did it one time walking out of court. Hey, JC, you snuck away from work for a minute. I know that's right. Yeah, pull out your quarter and tell me that ain't the same hairline Ashley got. When she pulled that hair up there on top of her head last night, it was giving me the Last Samurai. Remember how the samurais would shave their hair to the middle of their head and put it up in their bun and run that stick through it? I'm telling you, if she had pulled out one of them swords and put on a kimono, I'd have believed it. She could have sold it to me. Hey, just your fancy. Yeah, Zoe say George Jefferson. Hey, Nzwaki, how are you? I'm glad you made it. Say she giving the Queen of Hearts hairline. No, Queen of Hearts had more hair than her. What I did now? Not your twins, mom. I stay in trouble. What I did now? Country mama. Hey, lady. How you doing? But I'm serious. She pulled up that hair and put it in that bun, and she'd have ran that stick through it and put on a kimono. Baby, she could have been in any samurai movie she wanted. Red carpet, here she comes. But the nerve of her, like I caught what she tried to do, and that is so problematic. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, right. Yeah, the samurai bun. That's what that was. You know, but she tried to make it more modern. So I got you looking crazy at work, laughing all loud. You got to put your hand over your mouth, man. Oh, shoot. Miss Sweet Rebel, how you doing? Good morning. What a beautiful picture. Y'all so pretty around here. Y'all make me feel ugly. Wonder why I had a nerve to have the camera off. Y'all ain't gonna be shaming me. Coming up here with all these pretty pictures and I need to comb my hair. No, I will not. The devil is a lie. Y'all ain't gonna be talking about me like Ashley. But I got my hair. My hair actually started in the right place. It don't start back there. But like I was saying, hairline be dang. You know, I wouldn't care if she shaved it all the way to the neck, down the middle, like Mr. T. The whole trying to blow dog whistles at other black folks, that bothers me. It makes me feel like some of that stuff that she did toward, Candace was kind of motivated the same way. The crap she pulled at that table, yelling, screaming, poking, and then the minute Candace respond, everybody pretend like, oh, it's so aggressive, it's so out of hand. And I'm like, this girl was literally screaming and nobody's looking at her funny. And she sat there grinning after she got that response, like she was counting on everybody responding to a black woman behaving a certain way different than they responded to her. We see you. We see you, forehead. The forehead on big screen TV. I don't want to see that forehead on no big screen TV. Yes, they are the same. And see, this is why, and this is not everybody, but this is why some people side eye some of these interracial relationships. You know what I'm saying? Especially when the clear partner has expressed any sort of anti-black sentiment, because then it begs the question: do you feel the same way? You know, some of us been taught, how can two walk together except they agree? Now I'm gonna leave that right there and y'all figure it out. But it looks funny. Hey SFL, how you doing? I'm glad to see you. I hope everything's all right with Dad. Chris Stephanie say, oh my God, y'all, I'm in the office, y'all killing me. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I'm gonna quit playing because I know y'all at work. Yeah, she's being a Karen and a very toxic one. She's giving me like the type of Karen that'll start shaking, crying, and screaming and pretending you touching her when you're not. Because that's what she did. She pretended this man did something to her when he literally did not do anything to her. That's what it was disgusting. G was only joking. I can't wait till the final episode so Ashley can get checked. I would like that. And Zwaki says, I just love our channel. No shade and no nonsense. YouTube streets are depressing these days. This is my home. Thanks, Shanitra, for the sanity. Well, thank you for being a part of the sanity, baby. I appreciate that. JC says, so you saying the landing on the moon was staged on Ashley's forehead? It's possible. I can't prove it, but it's possible. Now, she's a little young, so maybe not her, but possibly a close relative. It's possible. Actually, you need to ask for 50% off at Bosley. They'll work with you. Yeah, you know what, Tina? What did you eat this morning? You had something with sugar in it. Y'all, Tina clowning, and it's early. She trying to send Ashley to the Bosley people to get her hairline done. Yeah, D. Marie, it was ridiculous. And I find it interesting that like nobody is pointing it out. Nobody is pointing this out. Miss Sweet Rebel say watching this live is dangerous for us at work. I'm gonna stop playing, y'all. I swear I'm gonna stop. But I can't speak for Tina. Tina cutting the food this morning, and I can't promise y'all that Tina gonna stop cutting the food. I'm gonna behave a little bit better, okay? I promise. Grandma Rock say that's why real victims don't come forward. Females that lie about being touched. Yeah, because she acted like this man made sexual references or innuendo, or that he harassed her or possibly called her out of her name, that like almost like some sort of verbal assault took place. And it gives me the feeling, the uncomfortable feeling, that had he been in a room with you by yourself and no camera, you could have easily lied and said he put his hands on you, because you clearly lying and saying that man, assaulted you verbally or said something to you offensive when he literally said nothing. That forehead needs a high waist panty. Oh my gosh. I can't promise y'all JC gonna behave either. Showing her panties on TV, we did not want the view. We didn't want to see her drawers on TV. Nobody wanted to see her drawers on TV. Hell, I feel sexually harassed. I think America should. But the fact that you can cock your nasty stinking leg up and show your drawers on TV, that somehow is okay. But somebody joking and saying, child, that girl over there asleep, that bothered you. You were so insulted and assaulted, and you need an apology. And this black man was just so aggressive towards you. Girl, I say this with all of the sincerity in my spirit. Go to hell and burn the ashes. And I meant that. She can just buy a pack of edges on Amazon. You know they do have them edges you could just slip on and slick down. That's true, Lel. I seen it. Black girls who married to whites think they special. And I don't know why. I'm not even going to give my personal opinion on it, but I sure don't know why. Latasha Black say Mia got her together and I was here for it. That's one time Mia got her together, but Mia got her together also in a very clear-esque way. You know, pulling up the shaming arguments. Oh, you're this shaming and that shaming, instead of just telling her you married to a whole zombie and you up here talking about Alzheimer's. And the only thing that hooker could say was Alzheimer's with a T. With the T, you worry about how she pronounced it. You know good and hell well black folks say all the timers. And whether we say all the timers or some of the timers, you was out the line for saying what you said. Ain't no shock there. But she didn't have no comeback, so you worry about whether she said it like a black person or not. Girl, please, ain't nobody impressed because you can imitate your oppressor. Let me find out Candace telling the truth and you are married to a slave driver. Now, Tina, really? Throw the TV? I told y'all, I can't promise y'all these ladies gonna act right. Well, Pennywise married to Freddy Krueger. Lord have mercy. She better not go to sleep. Yeah, y'all please hit the like button. Hit the like button. Miss Sweet Rebel say most of those women have issues with black men and it's not funny. Thank you. This is what I'm saying. And Bravo is promoting this. Bravo is promoting this. They've done everything possible to make black men look terrible on these shows. Like they had Giselle running around there talking about Ray owing $1 million in taxes. My thing is, if the man made enough money to owe $1 million in taxes, you'll never know nothing about it. Ain't a man nowhere near you in your life gonna owe $1 million in taxes, because the ones that make that kind of money don't want nothing to do with you. But they hurried up and put that out there because they wanted to make him look bad. And I feel like part of the reason they were so pissed off with the Samuels family is because Chris was over there squeaky clean. He wasn't bothering nobody. Just a nice fella that respects his mama and loves his wife and children, and went out there and worked and made money and then was able to invest well so that his family can still be comfortable and continue to generate a good generational wealth that people like Candace is living off of. And folks like Giselle and Rob Basenem and Ashley can only imagine and dream about. You see, this is the thing. This is the thing. Do y'all mind if I talk about a little bit of social commentary? You know, because at a certain point, I miss being able to just talk about it. Because, you know, YouTube takes some of the intellectual conversation away from you. Yes, it is programmed, Grandma Rocks. They're trying to program the way people think. They want us to, yeah, she married to her oppressor. He went on down there to the slave quarters and grabbed her out of there, and she thought she won. But if y'all don't mind, I just want to talk, because I don't get to talk about this stuff. YouTube takes away a lot of the social commentary. They take away the intellectual conversation and just kind of put you on the joke train, or they get into the mess train and arguing over stuff that don't make no sense to nobody but them. However, Zoe, thank you so much for the Cash App. I appreciate the love, sis. Thank you for supporting the channel. And thank you. Thank you for y'all telling me I can just talk. Now, this is how colorism played both sides. Now, a lot of our darker ladies, you know, because some of us are a certain age. We're not babies up in here. You know, we say we grown. So we saw a lot of it in a way that the younger people don't see it. Right now, it's trendy. It's a buzzword. It's something that they say, but they don't have a real understanding of the implications. And most of us know in black houses, you can end up with every single color. I mean, you got red, black, yellow, brown, peanut butter, pecan, every color you can think of in one house. And so a lot of us saw it up close and personal. And what we saw when it came to the darker girls, especially in the 70s, 80s, I wasn't big in the 60s, big enough to know what was going on, but I can imagine it wasn't much different. But I think it got worse, in my opinion, around the 60s or 70s or so, as far as the colorism angle and the media, because black people didn't have that much of a presence on television beforehand, other than playing maids and stuff like that. So once you had more of a black representation on television, in the media, then we really saw something terrible happen with colorism. It was almost as if it was promoted that to be beautiful, you had to be yellow and skinny with Anglo-Saxon features. You had to have European features in order to be considered beautiful. And you couldn't have your beautiful kinky hair. It had to be bone straight. So you had girls putting heat in their hair and putting drain cleaner in their hair, them relaxers, them no-lie relaxers, which it wasn't nothing but a lie, because you can't straighten no hair without the lie. But that's neither here nor there. And so what ended up happening was a lot of the darker women, no matter how beautiful they were relegated to a place where their femininity was not honored, their beauty was not celebrated, and they were more or less bullied and pushed into a place of you're less than because you look like an African woman. Hey, Tasha Renee. But on the flip side of that, you had ladies who were lighter complected, who were fetishized, who were celebrated, who were hoisted to the tops of everything because of their proximity to whiteness. Now, on the other side of that, now that fast forward, we see where there were a lot of ladies. Giselle, in my opinion, is a prime example that did not really apply themselves in life because they felt like they were going to be elevated forever based on their color. And now that things have changed, and people are really calling it out. Now, that's not to say that it doesn't still happen. It does. But now people are more apt to call it out and call a thing. And now also we have our beautiful young black women who are being celebrated for their beauty, not their complexion. They're celebrating their melanin. I told my daughter before, this is a beautiful time to be a black woman, because now, we're celebrating all of the shades of beautiful blackness, not just yellow. Not just yellow. So see, both sides suffered on this. Girls like Giselle, they're a dime a dozen. In their youth, they got by on yellow. Whether they were talented, whether they were smart, whether they had nothing going for them, they got by on yellow and recessive genes. And so now they're grown women who felt like they should have still been promoted and celebrated based solely on that. And when they were not, now they're angry, they're offended, and they start to behave like clear women. This colorism of a thing is not a small issue. It's a deeper issue, and it affected both sides. I think that's why sometimes we find darker sisters, especially in our age group. I can remember a lot of them weren't quite as loud or as boisterous or as sure of themselves because they had been constantly pressed down and constantly bullied and constantly insulted and attacked just for existing. So it's like we're really seeing it. And so now the networks, these clear folks that run things that have always profited from these situations and these sicknesses within our community, they've been perpetuating it, and now they're being shown up too. Bravo ain't the only station that does it. Bravo is not the only network guilty. But right now, they're the flavor of the day, so we paying attention. And Bravo, we caught you with your hand in the cookie jar. Cheryl, thank you for the super chat. She said, remember Imitation of Life movie, a prime example of colorism. It is, definitely. Glennie says Ashley has daddy issues. Her father doesn't want to have anything to do with her. So she married Michael looking for love in all the wrong places. And he's acting like he don't want nothing to do with her. Well, because just like for her daddy, her mama was a dirty little secret. So she was the product of the dirty secret. And I think Michael was having fun doing his little dirty thing. And now that he's done with that and maybe he's too old and he don't want no more, he wants to be done. He don't want nothing else. But he can't really say too much because she done went and got ATM and money bag yo. When she go to children go with her, the check going with her. Pinky in the brain say, I call my daughters night and day. They are beautiful queens. That's right. Yeah, that thing, it does go very deep. It goes extremely deep. And that's why I say we got to be more careful. And Zwaki says we have the same in South Africa. The lighter and straight hair are a whole race called colors. We have white, colors, and blacks. It ain't much different here, baby. You're right. That's why I'm always saying, like, I don't believe in the separation among us, and I don't like to see us go against us and benefit them other people. I just don't. Absolutely. Hey, CC, you gonna catch the replay? You in the office? Good to see you. The cards arrived today, just so you know. But that's what I'm saying. Like, we have to pay attention when they're doing stuff and call it out. People screaming and hollering and telling us, oh, we need to cancel Dave Chappelle. We need to do that. I ain't studying that. This, to me, things like this are far more detrimental. The behavior that this woman is exhibiting with her colorist and anti-black behavior is actually dangerous and hazardous to people's lives. Black men have been murdered for this type of stuff. The only thing that makes it more absurd is because while she's trying to pass as good as she can, you're not white, Ashley. I don't know another way to put it. You're just not white. But the fact that she's promoting this type of behavior is definitely dangerous. It's hazardous. Dave Chappelle telling a joke ain't no danger to nobody. But the type of crap that she pulled, that's dangerous. It's hazardous. And the fact that she could do that and blow the dog whistle and pretend like she was under attack or some kind of verbal assault, that says a lot about the kind of person she is. I'm telling you, I don't know whether people are really paying attention to the implications, but I am. A lady 747 says we have several generations of black women and men being white supremacists and putting whiteness on a pedestal. Isn't Bravo following our lead? They absolutely are. But this is what I'm saying. Your open enemies observe you. They see your weaknesses. They see your follies. They see the comedy of errors, and they will benefit from it. They will benefit from it. They will play into your stereotypes and ignorance and collect the check. And that is what Bravo is doing. Tasha Renee says, you're right. Giselle is getting a wake-up call. Notice, though, it took an African woman to stand up to Giselle, and it also took an African woman to stand up to Evelyn on Basketball Wives. Wasn't it beautiful? Was it not beautiful? Beautiful. And see, when you look at the implications there, let's break this thing down. Colorism exists all over the world, anywhere you find black people. However, those ladies that come from those particular cultures, they don't have the same type of colorism. There wasn't the same type of aggression toward darker complected women. So they don't have the same insecurity and weakness and meekness in the presence of clear people and clear adjacent people. So they still had enough strength and oomph to fight back and say something. And the fact that they are educated women made it even more glaring of a difference. It's like, here you stand with your mediocre education and your mediocre life, and this woman who is delightfully dark. And by the way, I'm so glad that apparently it was just a matter of lighting with Wendy, because they were trying to say that she had bleached. And I'm glad to see that she did not bleach, and she kept her gloriously, heavenly complexion. That girl has a beautiful complexion. Now, we can say, a lot of stuff about her, but we can't say her skin ain't pretty when we know it is. That we can't do. But I'm just glad that they did stand up. And I'm glad that it was African women that stood up and said no. Mind you, not that I make too much of a difference, because in my opinion, you know, whether you are continental African, whether you ADOS, or as I say, stolen African, you still are a black woman. And I'm just glad that somebody stood up to that cow and told her about herself. I have had just about enough of Bravo and the rest of the yellow crew on RHOP. Except Karen. Karen really hasn't shown me any colorism, because I be watching though. I watch. Tina said, being a plus size woman, I was always considered to be ugly, animal looking, and it took me so long to realize that I'm beautiful no matter what anybody says. Baby, you are beautiful. You ain't no animal either. Hello. Alita said, dang, Ashley did all that. I'm going to need to smoke a whole lot of wacky grass to stomach this episode. Girl, you be smoking the devil's lettuce. You smoking the devil's lettuce. You say, I hated to be called red growing up. Right. Because, you know, people say that to you. And Florida is a weird place because they'll call you red just because you're not dark. I grew up with people calling me red, and ain't nothing red about me. I got me some color. S. Collins say the ladies on the show got to stop telling Giselle how beautiful she is, because they are just as beautiful as her. They continue to put her on some sort of beauty pedestal. It has to stop. It does. It truly does. Because absolutely not. That lady she's cute at best. But they keep raving over it, because a lot of the people that you hear even criticize her, the minute they criticize her, they got to say, but she's beautiful. Why do you feel the need to say that? Like you have to acknowledge some sort of title. Where? Let me say it again. Where? She ain't no prettier than Candace. Now, it's not her fault Candace keep painting her face up like a squirrel. Now, I don't know who told her to do that, because when she first came on that show, she was not painted up like no squirrel. But she ain't no prettier than Candace. She just yellow. Cheryl says, agree with you. Just had this conversation the other day. These media networks are playing us against each other. That's why we got to wake up. They want to try to get our color by getting sunburned. Girl, now they're getting injections too. But that's neither here nor there. But they're able to do that over there on RHOP, because you have people like Giselle who perpetuates this stuff. What you say, Grandma Rocks? You told her, do your thing, keep puffing. I ain't gonna stop her. Listen, I love that term, the devil's lettuce, because that was Flanders. And I love Flanders. Any of y'all that watch The Simpsons, y'all know Ned Flanders was that dude. That was my dude right there. And that's what he called it, so that's what I call it. But they got people like Giselle, and of course, she's happy to push, Massa's agenda, because she like being the head house Negro. She loves it. Absolutely loves it and revels in it. And she think it's something to be proud of when she ought to be shamed. I would be embarrassed. I would be thoroughly and mortally embarrassed. What you say, Angie Redbone? Boy, they'll call you that in a minute. In a minute. Like it's your name. Like it's your name. Yeah, child, I love me some Flanders. Giselle is used to, she's used to doing it. But now let me go further, since y'all letting me talk today. Yep, definitely sounds like Stockholm Syndrome. You've been victimized, held hostage, and now you're identifying and looking for the affection of your kidnapper. That's sick as hell. But a lot of people are suffering from post-traumatic slavery disorder, and I don't care what nobody say. I say that till they close the box. I believe it. But since I'm talking, we see it in other situations. You'll see it in other situations. In the media and social media, you will see people who are not black at all. You are either clear or clear adjacent. Get involved with black people's business. And instead of black folks saying, mind your clear business, they start interacting, taking sides with clear people, and attacking other black folks. At some point, where's your shame? Like, you comfortable being trying to be the head house Negro? You comfortable? First of all, in this day and age, you're not better than me. You weren't better then. You just had the upper hand because of your treachery. But you don't even really have the upper hand like that. So why on earth would you believe that you can come to me? Let me just say this too for the record. I don't care if it's a black woman that I don't like. A clear person can't come to me and convince me or influence me to publicly attack another black woman on their behalf. Better still, you can't even come to me to talk about another black woman. I'm going to be so offended. Oh my God, I'm going to be so offended. What you say, so old Florida, red bone make you do wrong. They quick to say stuff like that, and it's just ignorance. Candy R says, yes, she does, and we have done this forever. She should be embarrassed. Sad she being used like that to hurt other sisters, and it's not okay. No, it's not okay. But I think she can do it and have a clear conscience because somehow in her mind, she feels like there's a line between herself and other black women. She doesn't see any type of connection. Okay, you felt that about Ashley. Is it a coincidence that Nasty G is behaving like he does? Is that script or real? I don't know, because they script a lot of stuff on this show, but I can tell you her response and what she did, that wasn't scripted. That's who that hooker is. Right, S. Collins. I'm telling you, you can't come to me and say nothing. I don't care if I don't like her. I don't care if she just did something to me. I don't care if you saw her steal out my purse. You, as a clear person, please don't ever believe in your deepest, darkest imaginings that you can walk up to me and say something about a sister and I'm going to take your side. I'm never going to do it. I'm just telling you. Even if she wrong, I'm not going to tell you she wrong. Now, if she's somebody I know, I might say it to her, but I'll never say it to you. And if it's somebody I don't talk to and I can't even go to her like a sister and say, sis, that was wrong, I'm still never going to agree with you and say she was wrong. I just feel like it's to me, it's just a such thing as being on code. And I'm never going to be off code like that. Willie Lynch strikes again. You better say it. You say she got no man and that should tell her. Child, she done had plenty of them. They just ain't none of them stay. They make you wonder if what Karen said was on point about that hot box, that flamethrower. Them flaming hot Cheetos. Because the other men come by, but they don't stay. They surely don't stay. Now, I don't know why. I don't know her business. I know that's what the streets say about her, but that's what they say. Oh, y'all talking about that tongue licking stuff? Yeah, I didn't like that tongue licking, Marvel. I'm telling you, that was disgusting. Yeah, she had that flamethrower, them flaming hot Cheetos down there. Candace is the prettiest. She just had a bad attitude at times. Yes, she's a very pretty girl. Nene, what get me with Candace is, why are you painting your face like a squirrel? I don't care how bad you act. You don't have to do bad makeup. Your makeup ain't got to be bad just because just because you act bad. Come on now. Don't do that. G too dark for her. Clearly dark men are dangerous according to Ashley. Yes. Yes, honey. Giselle inner self and attitude is so nasty and ugly to the point it overshadows the little outer beauty that she did have. Yeah, now when she was younger, she was a cute girl too. But at a certain point when you act ugly, it shows on the outside. It shows. It shows. But I just really find it horrible that she's willing to do the dirty work of these people. And I can clearly see that there was an agenda. Her and Monique got played. They bounced Monique out, and girl, now they after you. They want to come at Wendy, but they're having a hard time because she's not ignorant enough to allow them to press her buttons. And because she doesn't fall into the reactionary behavior of most Black American people, they are struggling to find a way to deal with her. They don't know how to deal with her. See, when people don't know where you live, when I say where you live, I'm talking about your mental pathology. When they don't know where you live when it comes to your mental pathology, okay, then they don't know how to attack you. These networks, these clear folks, they understand that black people in this country suffer from a very real issue with colorism. They understand how to say certain things that's going to press your buttons. They don't understand where Wendy lives. And then when they pressed her button, they didn't understand how to respond to her reaction because it wasn't the reaction that they were prepared for. I think it's interesting. I think seeing the mix of black people from different cultures on television, they coming in out of Jamaica, out of the UK, out of West Africa, all across the US, because like I keep saying, America itself is not a monolith. You got different people with different personalities. We saw that just seeing the different people from Florida come on the screens on different shows. Because y'all know we a whole different breed. We think different, we talk different, we move different. The stuff that you can normally get people to do as far as the reaction, we don't react the same way. You can't rattle us with nonsense because we come from a very aggressive climate. And that's just right here in this country. So now that you're bringing in black people from all over the world, then you really don't know how to play the game the way you've been playing it. So I find it interesting. I think that we gotta really pay attention. Okay, let me get these comments. You say leave Candy. Child, please, I'm gonna talk about her too. Ain't nobody off limits. Only thing Candace gotta do for me is stop painting her face like a squirrel. Lord, they go Angie. Scotch bonnet. Oh Lord. I ain't studying y'all. Yeah, she pays them dust. She pays them dust. And let me tell you something. They keep trying it with her with the colorism. The fact that Rod Bates keeps saying, "Oh, I don't feel comfortable talking to her. I don't feel comfortable talking to her." They're trying to play this. She's aggressive. I'm afraid. You know, I feel threatened. The routine. Let me tell you something, y'all. All of y'all slips are showing. All of their slips are showing. Just like Giselle sat up there looking like some kind of angry, constipated white woman on their boat, talking about you aggressive and combative. Just because she's dark. What was so aggressive? Somebody should explain to me what was aggressive. The fact that the fact that she won't allow them to lie on her. Now, when everything was going on, Abercrombie was all right. She was just chilling. You know, when they brought up Eddie's mama, she was just like, you know, speaking healing on the situation. Very pleasant. She didn't really interject herself no more. She didn't. So if you ask me, you know, as far as I'm concerned, Avondale was all right this season. Yeah, you mean like South America and Latin countries? Yeah, they do have colorism issues. Yeah. Hey, Brittany M. She said Giselle and Robin want Wendy to pop off so bad, but she stays calm and collected. Love it. You know, we saw that on Basketball Wives. They wanted OG to pop off so bad. When you're black, they want you to act up and act out so they can say, see, you're an animal. You're wild. Look what they're doing. Zoe, tell them what you say. Facts straight out the Sunshine State. Exactly. People expect us. You know, now that they've learned who we are, they've learned that Floridians, we got the mouths, you know, we do have a certain type of aggression. But I'm going to tell you something else that backfires on them, Zoe. They assume because we do have the wit, we do have a certain type of aggression that people are not accustomed to. They think that it's easy to push our buttons and goad us into stuff. It's not. It's just not. A lot of times what they perceive as aggression from real Floridians, we not really being aggressive at all. We just talking. When we get aggressive, it's a whole other thing. And you really can't pull our strings with little stupid stuff. So it's all a matter of, oh yeah, definitely. Those are dog whistles. Delicia says African Americans are unique. That's what makes us brilliant people. That's why clear people don't understand us. And they understand enough to play us, but they really hate you because of how unique you are and the variety and the fact that, you know, like I said, region to region, state to state. And you know, the state we come from, Zoe and Angie can tell you, like different parts of the state have different dialects, culture, slang, colloquialisms. Like black people are absolutely beautiful. Black people are marvelous. We are magical. Okay. Yeah, Avondale. Avondale was like, well, I speak healing over, you know, the situation with you and your mama. She was very positive, very encouraging. Tina say the only thing that was aggressive was Giselle foot boot. You know, that foot boot is very aggressive. You glad to hear escargot stayed out of it. She did. She really did. And I was impressed that the only thing she did was offer a little bit of encouragement and move out the way. That meant a whole lot to me. I enjoyed it. Totally enjoyed that. That she had some sense. I think she started um, on the wrong foot, falling behind Rod Basenham. And I think after that first showing, when we took her name from her, I think she had time to sit there and think, like, I better not follow up behind these women because what they doing ain't right. Vita, what you say? You see Candace everywhere in your yard. You got 3 squirrels. Don't you start that. Don't you start that there. Talking about you seeing it. I ain't gonna lie. I was silly one day. I think I was on the phone with Egypt. I was walking to my truck, and I was like, "There go Candace." It was a little squirrel right in front of my truck. But let me quit playing. That girl ain't no squirrel. But I just want her to quit painting her face like one. If she would just stop doing that, I would feel a whole lot better. That's all I got to say. I would feel so much better if she would just cut it out. Okay? Just cut it out. But anywho, it is what it is. First off, I was supposed to be on here about an hour, and I done been on here over an hour, and y'all just letting me talk, and ain't nobody saying, sis, hop off. You know you got to come back later. Y'all was gonna let me just keep talking. That's a shame. My sister's supposed to be looking out for me. Y'all was gonna let me just keep running my mouth. Yeah, child, Vita said it was 3 of them in the yard. She see Candace everywhere she go. But I ain't kidding. I really do. I really want her to stop. Just stop painting your face like that. But I just also, just in closing, I just feel like that I hate that Candace didn't see the colorism that was really at play a whole lot sooner. I really do. What you say, Deandra? We just strong-willed people and just don't allow others to push us over. That's Florida for you. Thank you. Girl, they can't stand that we mean what we say. They hate that bull crap. They want to make you go back on your word every time, and I ain't going back on a goddamn thing. If I said it, I said it. A lady 747 say, you needed to get that off your chest, sis. I appreciate you. Yeah, okay, now you gonna say it later. Okay, well, at least you said it. LaPree say, yes, girl, you make my day go by. That's all right. I love y'all so much. Say, I've been watching from the weeds, and you are too entertaining. You so crazy, Miss Sharon. I'm glad you made it in. Listen, I'm finna get off of here for real, y'all. I'm gonna get off for real. I think I'm gonna try to catch up with JC, and we're gonna put a poll up and let y'all vote on the movie and see if we can get us a movie going, okay? All right. Okay, we ain't gonna do it today, but it'll be hopefully sometime this week. That's what I'm gonna try to do. We're gonna work out something. We're gonna have us some type of outing this week because we need to do us a little something and have us some fun, okay? Candy, I love y'all right back. I swear I do. But we finna get up off of here. Let me close out with some housekeeping. Those of you who hit the like button, thank you so much. If you ain't hit the like button yet, it ain't too late. Go ahead and hit that bad boy on the way out. Also, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And if you want to join channel membership, go ahead and hit the join button, or the link for membership is in the description box below the video, along with some other helpful links for Larnay Cosmetics, for Egypt's Teas, my eyelash lady. It's a lot of goodies in the description box. So make sure y'all check that, okay? Hey, Latavia, I didn't know the voice was here. We'll see you a little bit later. In the meanwhile, y'all have a great day. Be positive, be productive, be encouraged. And most of all, remember to encourage somebody else. And do not forget, you say don't forget Twitch. Yeah, well, I know Twitch can't hit no like button, but thank y'all for being over on Twitch. I truly appreciate you. Also, what was I about to say? I seen that and got distracted. Also, come back later if you can. Um, we just gonna see you later. Oh, that's what I was about to say. Be thinking about your random acts of kindness for Thursdays. Be aware that it is due on Thursday. If it's late, it's late. But I want y'all to get your random act of kindness done on Thursday. Plan out what you're gonna do ahead of time so you don't get here Thursday morning and be scrambling and looking for ideas of what to do. Put thought into it, put effort into it, and put your heart into it. Okay. And like I let you know, our sister CC Miller ordered more cards. So if you use your cards, don't worry. We have more. Okay. So let's be thinking about our random acts of kindness for Thursdays. Please and thank you. So we'll talk to y'all a little bit later. Hey, Sandra Richardson, we love you. Have a great one and hit the like button on the way out. Okay. Bye, y'all.